Hi, friend. I'm so glad you're here. It's getting late, but we still have time. Let's go in and talk about mixing our own feed for our rabbits. I think you'll like what I have. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so this is the spreadsheet that we came up with, and the funny part is I thought that the most difficult part of this spreadsheet would be figuring out the math, but actually that was not the hard part at all. The hard part was getting these numbers over here. It's very difficult to find online the nutritional content of, say, dried grains. The internet assumes that we're going to cook our grains before we eat them. So I will warn you that I had trouble finding information about the nutritional makeup of, say, dried wheat berries, but I did find that 1 cup of dried wheat berries will make 3 cups of cooked wheat berries. So I took those that information and multiplied it by 3. So to say that this information about the dried grains is a little bit squishy math, it would not be an incorrect statement. Any of these dried grains. Now, obviously, the sunflower seeds had the nutritional information on the package. The calf manna and the pellet also had the nutritional information. So that information came directly off the packet. Now, with regards to these numbers here, how much does a cup of dried grain weigh? I actually went and purchased these dried grains because, again, the information that was on the internet was conflicting, and I wanted to make sure that I had the best information possible. So I did weigh out each one of these, and all of these products actually, to hopefully get the correct information. I do know that many people that mix their own feed for their animals and their rabbits do measure by pounds. You're welcome to do the math yourself on that. I know that 454 grams equals a pound. So you can, take these numbers. Over here we have the total weight after you decide how many cups you would like to put in there. And then you can maybe figure out the poundage here. And then, of course, the total is down here. Um, I did include protein, fat, and fiber. When you want to use this spreadsheet, you will have to download it here. So if you click here, it will ask you if you want to copy it. That's what you'll want to do, and you'll want to save it on your computer, and that will open it up so that you can manipulate it and you can add. I will say that you are welcome to change any of these numbers and this number here. None of that will change, will break the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet will still work regardless of what you put in there. You're even welcome to change stuff out. If you know you're never going to use green peas, put something else there, put the protein there, add all of these numbers as you see fit. I'm going to warn you that anything past from column H to column N have mathematical equations in them. So if you go in and try to type in a number, you will create an error. Again, obviously you can change it if you'd like and put whatever you like in there. I'm hoping this is a tool that you can use and maximize for your use. Um, let's talk about the total weight here. Total weight is just this number of cups, multiplied by grams per cup. So you can see they all are the same. Column C and column H are the same right now. Same thing with total grams of protein. Column B and column I are the same right now. These will change as we manipulate how many cups are in there. These numbers will not change as they are a result of a mathematical equation between the total weight versus this weight. So these numbers will always stay the same. I just thought that they were valuable to have there. The numbers we're looking for are these. This is what you would see on these totals down here for percentage. That's what we see on our feed tags as far as percentages per, the entire bag or all of the product, right? The way we got those numbers were here. So the total grams of protein per item that we mixed in will be here. And then the total weight is here. So we will divide, say, 193.56 by 1337, and that's how we end up with 14%. The same here, 71 divided by 1337. Again, these are mathematical equations in these fields. If you try to type in there, it will create an error. So let's get start putting stuff in here. I have 3 different YouTubers that I saw mixing their own rabbit feed. 2 of them used measured by pounds, and I'm not going to do the math for that, but the Bloom Where You're Planted YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below, did measure by cups. She creates a mix. She said it was strictly for bringing her rabbits up to condition after they've kindled and after they've weaned and prior to breeding back. So let's put her mix in here. She, let me look here, did not have any wheat. So we're going to zero that out. She had rolled oats, and she had 2 cups of rolled oats. Now I will say that my measurements are for oat groats, which weigh a little bit more and have a little bit more nutrition. So she was actually using rolled oats. So those numbers are going to be a little different. And like I said, you guys are welcome to manipulate this how you see fit. As far as the sunflower seed, she had 2 cups in there. And then she also had 2 cups of calf manna. So let me zero the rest of these out. No barley, no green peas, no millet. And she had 2 cups of calf manna. And then no pellet. I will say that she also added a 1/2 cup of beet pulp, a 1/2 cup of moringa powder, and 3 tablespoons of wheat germ oil. The only product I am familiar with is moringa powder, and I know that it does have all kinds of good stuff, including lots of protein, but I don't know the amounts. So we can see that her mixture, as I press return, has a protein percentage of 20%, which is extraordinarily high. And I don't think any of us would want to feed that full time, but as a treat for, a couple days or a week or however long she said that she feeds it, that would absolutely bring your animal up to condition as she gets ready to breed again. So this looks like a fabulous mix. I'm going to put some numbers in here now, just try to goof around with it, and then I will mix it up, and I want to talk to you about soaking grains. So let's see, if I want to shoot for, say, 16%, I think I will do maybe 1/2 cup of that, 1 cup of the barley, we'll do 1 cup of wheat. Where are we at? Okay, we're at 16%. I do want to take the manna down just because it is a little bit a pricier product. And we're down at 14, so I'm not really happy with that. How can I beef this up? Let's see what happens if I put 2 cups. That's not working. Yep, definitely going to have to take this up. Getting closer. Maybe I will take that up to 1. Well, we're at 15. What if I do 1.5? Take these down too. There we go. Whoa, that's pretty high. So I'm going to mess around with this for a little while. I feel more comfortable knowing what the percentages are that I'm feeding my rabbits. I don't like to go in with a guessing game. I love that other people have put the information out there and I can put it in here and try and see what works with my rabbits. Now let's go in the kitchen and I want to talk to you about soaking your grains and why it might be appropriate for your rabbits to do that.
So after I fiddled around in that spreadsheet for a while, I found a mix that I think I want to try. I'm going to do 1 cup of wheat, 1 cup of oats, 1 cup of sunflower seeds, and 1/2 cup of manna. So let's get started. Now, as I measure these out, let's talk about soaking our grains. There is something called phytic acid in grains that some animals have trouble processing. I was just reading a study that showed that young kits, this is just 1 cup of wheat berries there, young kits can digest the phytic acid in berries, unprocessed berries, up to 80% of the phytic acid. Humans are remarkably bad at processing phytic acid. Ruminants are fabulous at it. But they did find, this is my Oat Groats, they did find that as rabbits got older, they had more difficulty processing the phytic acid. And so it was necessary for them to have something called phytase in their diet. Many times rabbits naturally have that, and this would explain why many rabbit feed products include some sort of probiotic, because that is what will help with that. So I know that when I fed my kids oatmeal all the time, following these instructions, I would soak the grain overnight with some sort of acidic medium, be that vinegar or yogurt. Now I'm going to put 1 cup of Calf Manna in here. I want to mention something about Calf Manna other than it smells amazing, is I know that Quinn will pick through this mixture. I've seen him do it with other feed that we've had, and I know that he would pick through and eat the Calf Manna and possibly sunflower seeds and try to leave the other grains and probably just make a big mess. So I was concerned about that, but I think that soaking the grain will also help with that. I am going to put, oh, what did I say? Oh, I was supposed to do 1/2 cup of Calf Manna. Well, I just put 1 cup in there because I was busy talking. So 1 cup of that as well. I'll have to go back in and change it on the spreadsheet. Let me write that down right here. 1 cup, Katie, that's what I put in there. So the process of soaking your grains is pretty simple. It will eliminate or make the phytic acid easier to digest. And what I'm going to use is just plain yogurt. So here's my plain yogurt. And I would just put a dollop. I will include a link in the description so you can learn more about soaking your grains. I know many of the homesteaders I watch on YouTube are soaking their grains overnight. Whether they're soaking with an acid, I'm unsure, but it has been shown that you can release more nutrients in your grains for your animals just by soaking it overnight. So I'm going to soak this. I'm going to add some water, just enough to cover the grain. Let me find a vessel to put some water in. Maybe I should have used a bigger container. Yeah, that'll work. It's covered. Okay, I want to mix this yogurt in too. Don't need any help from a cat. So mix that yogurt in. This will absorb the water, and it should be a nice gooey mess tomorrow. And now I see that maybe I should have just done a couple of tablespoons if I plan on doing this, you know, every day for them. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I will let this sit overnight. I'm going to put a little lid kind of lightly on it, and tomorrow I will update you on what the bunnies think of their new feed regimen. Maybe we'll see how they like it. We'll see how they do as far as digestive issues. I am choosing to continue to give them free choice pellet, and of course always free choice hay, just because I feel safer that way. My bunnies are still young and still growing. I'm excited to use this spreadsheet and to change things up as I feel that my bunnies need their nutritional needs change. I hope that you find the spreadsheet useful. If you do use it, I'd love for you to make a YouTube video about it and show other people how you're using it. And absolutely comment below and let me know that you've used it and whether you had success with it. And if you have any questions, as always. So I'd like you to like and subscribe, watch some other videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.